Lesbians, I'm about to tell you the very worst date story that I've ever had. Buckle up. It's just weird, to be honest. So, first of all, I am in another town with my family on a trip. Okay? I'm taking time out of my time with my mother and my sisters to meet this girl out for drinks. But I don't want to miss dinner with my mama because I have priorities, okay? I ain't missing dinner with my mama and my sisters for anyone unless that person's amazing. And this was like our girls trip time. But I was like, I will go have a pre-dinner drink with you. Let's just meet up. I get to this bar, cute little wine bar, and I am waiting. I wait nearly an hour. And she shows up, but she shows up with a plant, a dead plant. The thing, it's like, I think it was like an orchid or something. It was dying. Or it was like a cactus. I can't remember. It was either a cactus or an orchid, and it was like drooping. Had to be an orchid. I'm not good with plants. In fact, the only plant I have is on my desk, and it's like already like wilting, dying. So no judgment to this girl because I can't keep my own plants alive, but I sure as shit wouldn't bring them on a date. She shows up with this dead plant and puts it on the bar. And I'm like, for me, like, it was just like weird. And then the bartender literally said, "Is this y'all's first date? Well, I hope that plant isn't any indication of how this is going to go." It kept going. So we get in the car to leave from this place because I'm like, I had my drink like waiting for her forever ago, okay? I'm as sober as can be. I had a couple sips of something. And I'm like, okay, where do you want to go next? Because this is just not, the vibe wasn't as great as I thought it would be. And she's like, oh, I have an idea. I have this like place downtown that I like. This is one thing she got right, okay? So I'm like, okay. Like, since you just had your drink and I had my drink now at like this point, 2 hours ago, I'll drive, okay? So we get in my car. I do not drive a nice car. Now, yes, is it technically a luxury car? Sure. But is it a brand new model? No, not at all. Cars just aren't my thing. Anyway, I never brag on my car. This girl gets in the car and is like, "You are so fancy. You must be so rich." And I'm like, are you really gonna say that on a first date? Like, letting that come out of your mouth? What? And I'm like, no. And now at this point, like, I just started my businesses. There was absolutely no reason to say anything like that. It was just very strange. So I was like, this car's really old. Thank you. But, you know, that's sweet. Anyway, there are so many people in this world with way nicer cars than me. So it's just like, it was weird. It was weird. And the way she was like, "You must be rich." I was like, okay, weird enough. I mean, you can think those things. I know I think those things when I get into somebody's really nice car. I'm like, oh, this is really nice. I don't let that come out of my mouth. Okay. So then the next thing, we get to a rooftop bar. And it's pretty dead because we're there early, which is totally fine. She did a great job, like, picking the place. And we get there. We're sitting down on these little lounges upstairs, like, overlooking the little skyline. And I'm, like, turning away my purse to grab something. And I, like, notice she's over here Snapchatting, like, with me in the picture without telling me she's Snapchatting. Now, I'm not a Snapchat girly. I do social media, it's my work, but like, I'm not out here like sending like update pictures to my friends all the time. I think that's amazing if you don't work on social media. So like, social media is like super fun to you and you're like, can do like these fun little things and like, that's cute. I just didn't consent to it. And I already know like I am TikTok girl or whatever. That's what people call me, for better or for worse. But like, sending pictures to your friends and being like, I'm hanging out with like lesbian TikTok, whatever, I would have been fine with it if you would have said, hey, let's snap a picture for my friends. But to turn around and be like I'm doing something in my purse and then to have to like be like, you're taking, like, it was just weird. It was weird behavior. So yeah, after that, she walked me back. Actually, this is the funny part. My mom actually came to pick me up for dinner from that place. She was like, swing by, grab me. And my mom just said the vibe was off. Like she saw her, she saw us together. This was the one of the few times I'd went on a date with a woman my age. And my mom like was like, hi, out the window. And I got in the car and she said, absolutely not. My mom knows I like older women. Like it just didn't look right for her. My mom was just like, no. So even my mom thought it was a bad date without me even opening my mouth. And like I wanted it to work so bad because at this point I was only dating women in the closet and I was like, I'm gonna give someone my age a chance. I don't want to date older women anymore. And then I went on a date with a girl who was my age who brought me a dead plant. And look, bringing a girl flowers or a plant even better. A plant will stay alive longer than flowers. I'm a proponent of plants. But she put a dead plant on the bar. On the bar. It was so bad the bartender made a comment. And then I'm like, it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I got to say.